Hey, what's up guys, we're back. And in this video we're going to talk about the investors meeting with Nintendo that they just had today, and with Kimishima, the president of Nintendo, talking about the future with the 3DS, the Wii U, and of course the Nintendo Switch that they just revealed in a teaser trailer last week. Some key points that Kimishima said was that the Nintendo Switch was not a Nintendo 3DS replacement. Kimishima said that Nintendo will still be supporting the 3DS with new games throughout 2017, and they didn't give any end date, of course. They're not going to do that in an investors meeting. They didn't really specify anything on the Wii U, but it was interesting because for the Switch, he said that they would make it clear at the reveal, but it was interesting concerning a question on the Nintendo Switch was the difference between the 3DS and the Switch. And he said that in the reveal next year, it will be made more clear the differences between the Nintendo Switch and the 3DS. I don't know about you, but the difference is pretty clear to me. You can play the system at home and you can play it on the go, same system. That's the clear difference right there. That and the Nintendo Switch lacking a camera and lacking a microphone. Because the 3DS has a microphone and a camera for augmented reality, which the Nintendo Switch apparently doesn't have, which doesn't make any sense to me. But that's another story. The key point though is that Kimishima said that Nintendo plans to ship 2 million Switch devices, or Nintendo Switch consoles, by March 31st, 2017. And this was a little bit concerning to me, and maybe not concerning too. We'll look at both sides of it. But it was a little bit concerning to me because in line with previous launches of consoles, this is probably one of the lowest amounts that Nintendo has said they're going to be shipping. With the Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo shipped 4 million consoles, launched in February 2011, all the way through March 31st, 2011. Nintendo shipped 4 million 3DS consoles. The same applies for the Wii U. Of course, that was a holiday season. November 2012, Nintendo shipped 4 million Wii U systems, and from the middle of November to the end of 2012, the Wii U sold just over 3 million consoles worldwide. And then, of course, after that, it tanked, and I guess the rest of that million that was sitting there finally got sold throughout 2013, barely. It was really slow. Now, Nintendo has said that the Switch is coming out in March 2017, and here we have Kimishima saying that 2 million will be shipped by March 31st. So comparatively speaking, that is a low number. That's half of what they usually do for a console launch. And this is supposed to be the Nintendo NX, right? The next big thing from Nintendo. It's going to shape all their future products. They have said so themselves. They have said that this system's going to be around for many, many years. It's going to shape the future of Nintendo. And here we have what looks like to be almost like a soft launch. This can be completely meaningless if Nintendo is releasing the Switch on March 30th or something, and then 2 million consoles shipped in 2 days. That's a pretty good number then, right? But if they're only shipping 2 million right off the bat, with Zelda as a launch title, chances are that's going to sell out pretty quick, and people are going to have to buy the Wii U version if they want to play Zelda right away, if they're sellouts. So I'm a little worried about that number, 2 million. So you got 1 million shipped in the United States, and you got maybe 500,000 in Japan, and 500,000 in the rest of Europe or whatever, and Australia. That's just a random number, but that's not really that much when you think about it, especially if you're having this huge launch with Zelda as a launch title for this system that's supposed to catapult the sales. How can you only have 2 million consoles available? People are going to be forced to buy the Wii U version of Zelda, which would also possibly hurt sales of the Nintendo Switch. And also, it's alarming that Nintendo still doesn't have an actual date in March that they're going to be releasing the system. So that is concerning to me, only for the fact that this hasn't happened before for quite a long time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but back in 1995, Nintendo released a Virtual Boy, which sold 1 million systems worldwide, and I believe they sold every system that they shipped, and now it's a collector's item. So that's the only time I personally remember that Nintendo has shipped such a low amount for a console launch. This is supposed to be the big next thing from Nintendo. It's supposed to be the biggest thing they've got coming out in the next 5 years at least. Like I said, it's not the end of the world, because if Nintendo's releasing it at the end of the month, who knows, maybe they have another shipment coming of another 2 million in April or whatever. So I'm trying not to jump to conclusions here too much, but that number is concerning, and also that's the best number he could give investors that are investing in Nintendo. And investors are not too happy. They were pretty upset with this Nintendo Switch. But investors are upset. Analysts have really criticized this product as not being innovative. But this just in, Nintendo America just tweeted out that we will learn more about Nintendo's new home gaming system at the Nintendo Switch presentation streamed live on January 12th, 2017. So Nintendo just gave us a date to circle on the calendar. Thank you, Nintendo, that we're going to be learning more about the Nintendo Switch on January 12th, 2017, which is over 2 months from now. So I'm sure on January 12th we'll expect to see games, lots of games I hope, the release date finally in March, and the price. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm sure you guys are as well. So anyways guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. I did a Q&A on Twitter about what you think about the Nintendo Switch, what you like and dislike about it, and what game you're most looking forward to. So hit me up on Twitter and let me know what you think, and I'll do a video update on that later. But for now, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you very soon in the next video. Take care.